How y'all doing? This is another video that's going to provide you some support with your Khan Academy work. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the assignment that talks about the volume of spheres. This is the second to last assignment we have on Khan Academy this week. So again, we'll be talking about the volume of spheres here. Before I get to my whiteboard and some of the work, I'm going to tab over to our digital lesson. On each of those digital lessons on the second page, this should look familiar to you, the reference sheet we've had. This assignment focuses on the sphere. So the volume formula, which you see written on my whiteboard, 4/3 times pi times radius cubed, is going to be the main formula that helps us whenever we're working with spheres. So we're going to take a look at one of these problems right away. Every problem you kind of have for this assignment, they provide you with different spheres as you see me scrolling through the different assignments or questions you might see here. And then they ask you to use the volume formula to figure out what is the volume for the sphere provided. So the example we're going to use here, we'll go ahead and take this one right here is fine. It says find the volume of the sphere. I'll highlight it first. Find the volume of the sphere and enter either an exact answer in terms of pi or use 3.1 for pi. Round your final answer to the nearest 100. So the sphere that I've highlighted here, the key, let me make that whiteboard larger. The key for any volume of sphere problem, if the formula is v equals 4/3, the fraction, times pi multiplied by radius cubed, the one variable we need to know to find volume is what is the radius. In the case of the sphere that we're looking at here, it has a radius in r of 4. So if the radius is 4 for the sphere that we're working with here, and the volume formula is v equals 4/3 multiplied with pi multiplied with radius cubed, then I'm going to plug in the 4 for the radius, or for r. The formula for that sphere for volume becomes v equals 4/3 times pi multiplied by 4 raised to the 3rd power. And now, as always with our volume formulas, it's okay to use calculators. I think the easiest thing to do is handle pi at the end. So as usual, you'll see me handle the other numbers first. So I'm going to do 4 cubed first. 4 multiplied by 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 gives me 64. So I get 64 when I do 4 raised to the 3rd power. I'm going to rearrange things a bit. I'm going to do 64 multiplied with 4/3, then I'm going to worry about multiplying by pi at the end. The key to understand multiplying with fractions is it really means multiply the 64 by the 4, that's the numerator, and then divide by 3. So this could really be rewritten to say 64 is going to get multiplied by 4, and the product, whatever I get there, gets divided by 3. And then that gets multiplied by pi. I'm going to go ahead and use a calculator now at this point. Fix that camera just a bit. And if I do 64 multiplied by 4, and then I divide by 3, I get 85 1/3, or 85.33 repeating. That 85.33 repeating still needs to be multiplied with pi. And in this case, if I'm going to use pi as an exact number, I could have either kept 64 times 4 would have given us 256. So I'm going to actually switch this back. Instead of doing that out, 256 divided by 3 multiplied by pi. And as we saw, 256 divided by 3 didn't give us a whole number. It gave us 0.33. So if I want to write my number as an exact answer, it would be 256 over 3, the fraction, multiplied with pi. More likely you all are going to want to replace the pi with 3.14, so that's what I'm going to show you here. If you replace pi with 3.14, then it's just a matter of using the calculator, working accurately, and rounding correctly. 256 divided by 3, and then that needs to be multiplied by pi, and we're using 3.14 for that. That would give me 267.946. A little more room. 267 0.946. And because I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth, I'm going to take 946. The 4 is in the hundredths place, but a 6 comes after it, so I'm not going to call it 94. We're going to round up to 95. So your answer could have either been 256 over 3 times pi, or if you multiplied that out, you'd get 267.95. Again, the sphere ones can be a bit complicated. The formula starts to give you decimals. It makes you work with that fraction 4/3. If you have questions beyond this video, keep watching Sal Khan's videos. Feel free to ask classmates or email me. But similar stuff, using the formula, you just need to be accurate as you work with the numbers, and you need to be comfortable using a calculator and rounding your decimals.